Hey everybody, Joel Johnson here, Director of Alumni Relations at Southeastern University, here with my friend Nick for another wonderful edition of Future Friends Friday here at Southeastern. So Nick, if you would introduce yourself, let us know a little bit about your history and just share. Looking forward to hearing what you're going to share with us to tell our alumni. So who are you, Nick?
My name's Nick Seaman. This is my fourth and final year here at Southeastern for undergrad, so I graduate this spring. And my major is it's multidisciplinary studies, so it's like a condensed double major. So practical ministries with graphic design would be my second major.
Cool. So he's about to be one of us. He's about to be an alum for life, and we're excited to have him join that group. Now, what do you want to do besides the graphic design? Anything? Putting you on the spot there. We're going to talk about that one.
I mean, I guess so kind of like I don't really see this maybe being like attainable like right now, but maybe sometime down the road a dream would be to maybe either join or start some sort of like nonprofit, like missions-oriented organization that is like media focused. So a lot of times missionaries have issues fundraising and stuff like that, and so really they'll send like support letters to churches. But as time goes on, we're becoming much more and more of a media visual society, and so maybe like creating some sort of like different packages or programs or something to go capture the moment on the mission field, and something that's affordable, and then that those missionaries, the families, the organizations can then send to churches and to supporters, and so people can really see what's happening.
That's such a part of missions that I haven't thought of a whole lot in my life. Of how do they go about raising more funds and do different things? So I think that's awesome that's a dream of yours, and hopefully it won't be too far down the road.
No, I mean I hope not. It'd be it'd be nice to sometime soon, but I don't even know.
If any of you do that kind of stuff,
where to start.
Here's your guy. Here's your guy. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and just kind of the first things that come to mind. Love to hear what you have to say. All right. Okay. So during your time here, have you been a part of any sports or clubs or activities on campus, and how have you done that?
So I've done intramurals. I'm involved with a couple other like student leadership stuff. Probably my favorite sport would have been we had softball. My sophomore year was the last year, and we actually ended up winning this championship.
Nice.
Scored the winning run. I was the only one that got on base. 2 outs, third base, and the batter hit a nice single out to right field.
Nice. Did you run in, hands held high?
I did.
Claim in the championship.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they haven't done softball since then, just because of like stuff with like the baseball field and softball field.
So
we're still the reigning champs. We're still the reigning champs for softball.
Maybe they'll never take that away.
No, I got the T-shirt to prove it. So
in student leadership, what kind of roles have you done?
So I work out with campus-wide events, which is the like student-oriented events team here. So we put on like the homecoming event that happens. We have Thursday Night Live coming up here, which is something big.
What is Thursday Night Live?
What's that?
What is Thursday Night Live?
Thursday Night Live is about, it's like our version of like Saturday Night Live, focused but more, about Southeastern and like making fun of, some like Southeastern things and,
in a totally nice way.
In a very, very cutting up kind of way. No tearing down whatsoever. Names aren't given, stuff like that. So just more about a
lot of inside jokes.
Inside jokes, atmosphere.
We used to do that unofficially. Now they get to do it.
Yeah, now we get to
with
do
permission.
A whole hour-long show for it. Yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, so I do graphics for that and building, and I'm involved with Raw TV and a couple other things here.
So you got some real-world experience with your graphic design stuff.
I do.
That's great.
Yeah, do stuff back home, stuff like that. So clients.
How did you get to Southeastern?
It was kind of very last minute. My youth pastor over in Orlando, where I'm from, graduated from there, and wasn't ever like, you really need to go to Southeastern. He was like, yeah, I mean, like I enjoyed it, and it was solid, and wasn't like shoving it down my throat or anything.
Can you mention the youth pastor's name?
Yeah, his name's Michael Schmidt. I tried to get him involved with the Alumni Association here, but he's in Orlando and doesn't make it over here very often. So
we'll call him.
Yeah, give him a call. Yeah, yeah. Tell him I called him out.
Coming for you, Michael.
So I kind of checked it out, and I was originally gonna go to Rollins College in Orlando, and so I was gonna go there. Was actually looking at the Naval Academy for a little bit to do engineering, and then I would have done that through Rollins and then transferred to another school. But I came, to campus on a tour over my spring break, my senior year back in 2015.
Right.
And, some people are like, I really fell in love with the campus, but, being from Orlando, it's like this, very typical like Florida architecture.
Yeah.
But it was really, if I'm being honest, it was really just like, the people that,
the atmosphere.
that kind of, seriously, that like kind of got my attention. The campus is beautiful, but, and there's, amenities are cool and the dorms are nice, but it was really honestly the community, and just really being called to, be a part of it.
Nick, will you come
Because
pick me up?
if you have great buildings but no atmosphere,
I'm coming that way. My horse there,
what's the
actually.
main point? So
Sorry.
honestly, it was the people, and then just being called to participate and be a part of what the community had to offer, and hopefully give back to it. So
love that. Okay, now I'm going to throw out a couple different topics. First one you want to grab a hold of and talk about, you can. All right. So tell me something about classes, dorm life, chapel, whatever. Go.
Okay. I really do enjoy chapel. I do remember there was this one specific chapel either my freshman or sophomore year. It was back when it was called Renew or Reflection Chapel. It was a Thursday morning chapel. But Dr. Waddell spoke, and we did like this really unique like sacramental ordinance that you do communion and water baptism, but we actually participated in foot washing. And it was just a really beautiful just like depiction of like the servanthood of Christ. Literally, the Jesus fountain. So and then probably dorm life. A lot of I live in Buena Vista, so there's like 7 other guys in like 10 square feet of space and like 2 toilets.
Is it really that tight?
It's not. That's
how it feels
not that
sometimes.
tight once you're there. But sometimes with everyone in the dorm, it gets a little claustrophobic.
I'm sure.
But it's a lot of fun. And like last night we went to like Taco Bell at like 11 o'clock, and then every Wednesday we have a tradition of going to like Hungry Howie's for Wacky Wednesday. So just stuff like that, and the people you meet, and the memories you make with those
things
people.
have changed a little bit. When I was in school here a long time ago, we couldn't have left campus at 11 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was 11 o'clock curfew.
Was the curfew?
Like in your dorm. Like they didn't even want us walking between buildings.
Wow.
So that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you could.
Probably had to wear like khakis and like collared shirts back then.
We could not wear shorts to class. In fact, we couldn't wear shorts before 3 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a time given.
Yes.
For shorts.
Yeah, because they didn't want you wearing shorts to class.
Wow.
And all good. So,
yeah.
I'm not complaining. That could be on Thursday Night Live.
There you go.
Yeah. So, all joking aside, we're going to get really ultra serious and spiritual now.
Okay.
How has God shaped your life? And you kind of share a little bit with that chapel service, but has Southeastern been a place where God has been able to impact you?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I've grown up in like Christian private schools pretty much my whole life, and homeschooling, and I went to public school for 5 weeks.
Okay.
In 8th grade, and my mom was like, "That's enough. Like I've had enough of this."
Yeah.
So pulled me out, put us back into private school.
Okay.
So it's something I'm familiar with, but I don't think there's been any. I don't think all of that leading up to my 4 years here at Southeastern has been as shaping and as impactful as Southeastern. There's chapels are great, and you have DSF and worship and stuff like that. But the most I've grown is with the people here in God, putting people in my life and professors in my life that are more than willing to step aside with you and walk down El Prado or go grab coffee
outside
at
of class.
Yeah, I'd like
Love
one time we had the opportunity of they were like, "You want to go see a movie?" And we went and we saw a movie, and we had dinner beforehand and hung out for like 4 or 5 hours. We got to be like transparent and honest for once, and to kind of be mentored.
That's great.
So I would say a lot of the shaping that God has done, for me and through me, has been for me. He's put my life around me.
That's
And
awesome.
It's only really been made possible by, Southeastern here. With the help of God, obviously.
That's awesome. Another thing we couldn't do is go see movies.
Really?
Yeah, so that's another good thing.
Wow.
So, well, that's great. Thank you for sharing that. Last question. How do you think alumni could get involved in helping out students? Whether on campus, from a distance, what kind of things or a thing do you think an alumni could do?
I think what would be really cool is I think we kind of mentioned it a little bit beforehand, would be like the concept of like, it doesn't have to be like direct mentorship or anything like that, but maybe just, starting somewhere and like you guys had mentioned, getting, alumni plugged into campus here, and then through that helping students to get plugged in places outside of campus.
Yeah.
Because coming up, it's my, this is my last semester.
Yeah.
And, some people, some people stay, some people leave.
Mhm.
And thankfully I have a huge opportunity to maybe stay. But, for those who aren't staying, are probably, feel overwhelmed for
Being able to connect with an
Being-
alum
yeah.
who's been there and done
yeah,
that.
been there and done that. Maybe it could be as simple as like just talking and finding out what
Yeah.
it's like to get prepared ahead of time, and maybe even them coming alongside and helping them prepare
Yeah.
for that accordingly. Whether it doesn't have to be financially or anything like that.
Can be.
But just it can very well could be. But things like
Yeah.
that, and maybe setting them up with other people outside of there that
Yeah.
could help them with their
Yeah.
major or what they're interested in and
Yep.
passions and stuff like that.
So I love hearing what all of the students we talk to say about that. And the thing I'm getting every time is the students want to hear from the alumni and would love to be
Yeah.
talked to and mentored through questions, or just to be
Yeah.
available to
It'd
answer
just be like
questions.
a Q&A,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like
So
maybe
again,
different areas. of
alumni, if
majors.
that's you, if you're interested, we need to hear from you. So, Nick, thank you so much, my friend.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll see you next week for our next edition of Future Friends Friday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.